On this week's episode of BJ in the Morning, we finally watched a movie that's not superheroes, and we're going to talk about it. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Welcome back to BJ in the Morning, your favorite podcast with a dirty name and even dirtier takes on movies, TV, and pop culture. My name's Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And that's right, you heard it right out of my mouth. We're talking about a movie that's not Marvel, DC, or other comic book related things. Can you believe it? Juan can't. Mother can't. The Pete plush over there can't. Juan, tell the people what we're going to be discussing today.
Today, my friends, my fellow companions, my viewers, my friends, again.
Yeah, because that's the most important.
We're talking about the movie Companion.
So if you haven't seen this movie, because it isn't new, came out this year.
Yeah, 2025.
I got it pulled up.
I got it pulled up too.
I got it pulled up. You got it pulled up too?
I got something pulled up. January.
Yeah, so it's
2025.
It's a new one.
So I never heard about this movie until you told me to watch it.
Right. So I was kind of just scrolling around trying to find something I haven't watched because I was trying to challenge myself to watch a new movie every day this month, and I already failed epically, so I'm going to try again next month.
That's okay.
Maybe you'll join me one of these months. Let's see how long we can get the streak going.
Every day?
Yeah.
Would it count if like I did one and you did one?
Well, okay, let's derail for a second before we talk about it. So the way that I was doing it was a movie for every day of the month.
Uh-huh.
So if there was a day I missed, I could double up on another day or triple up. Or you could just watch 31 movies in one go and be done. But there had to be one movie for each day of the month. Technically, I still have time, but I've only watched 9 movies this month.
And it is?
The 14th.
The 14th.
I'm not that far behind.
Yeah.
Maybe I could still pull it off.
You could double up a couple days.
But if you want to see how that journey is going, you can follow me on Letterboxd. Because that's where I'm posting all the new movies I'm watching. So the rule is I'm watching movies I've never seen before. It doesn't matter how new or old they are, just something I've never seen before. Because I kind of stopped watching new movies.
Mm-hmm.
So getting back on the rails, I was scrolling around trying to find something, and I saw this movie. I saw the poster for the movie while I was scrolling, and it was just a girl with all white eyes, and it said Companion across the top. And I was like, never heard of it, never seen it. Let's check it out. So I did the dumb thing and watched the trailer. And the trailer spoiled a lot of this movie for me.
Really? Why did the trailers do that?
I think they needed you to understand what was going to happen, but there were still other twists that didn't get spoiled. So I think that was cool. But I did learn that the producers of Barbarian produced this movie as well. So I was already like, I trust them. Let's do it. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
So I watched it, and immediately I texted you about it and said, hey, man, you remember that time you told me to watch Barbarian and not to look anything up about it and just watch it?
Yeah.
This is that.
And I said, okay.
Yep. And then we didn't talk about it at all until
I did ask, where do you watch it? And he goes, I don't know, Max, I think.
Yeah. Guess what? It was on there. And the only reason it was like I didn't have a definitive answer is because I have Prime with Max, Paramount, and Stars. So they all just kind of show up together. So I was like, I think it's on Max. Like,
I don't know, Max, I think.
But yeah, I watched Companion, and then I texted Juan and said, you need to watch this. Let's give you a little details about this movie before we start talking how we feel.
Sure.
So this movie's 2025. Directed by Drew Hancock. I don't know what else he's directed. Not much. Companion, Time Fixers, and My Wife and I Bought a Ranch.
What is that?
I don't know. It doesn't even have a poster on here. So he's still pretty new to the directing thing. He's written Companion, Fred 3, and then My Wife and I Bought a Ranch, and The Faculty.
Fred?
Yeah, you know, like the annoying kid from YouTube back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so he directed this. The tagline for this movie is "Find someone made just for you."
Ooh.
During a weekend getaway at a secluded lakeside estate, a group of friends find themselves entangled in a web of secrets, deception, and advanced technology. As tensions rise and loyalties are tested, they uncover unsettling truths about themselves and the world around them. Does that do this movie justice?
The description?
Yeah.
Not really. There's a lot more to unpack here.
A lot more.
And I have questions. I have questions once we get into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah.
Because it has to do with the plot. And I'm sure there are questions that don't matter, but they matter to me.
They matter to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't we do this? Since this is my trying to get on Letterboxd and trying to get more not traction, and that's not the word.
Recognition?
No, not even that. I'm just trying to get more reviews on there. I'm trying to do more. And it's not I don't care if anyone sees it. I'm just letting you know where you can. It's more for me.
Yeah.
But I have done the Minecraft movie because we did it for an episode.
Yeah.
And then the one other movie because Fantastic Four and Superman. So I was like, I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to see what I can do. So I did a letterbox for this.
Okay.
And I feel like what we can probably figure out together right now is just our normal thoughts, non-spoilers, things like that. Give it a rating, take a break, and then we'll do the spoilers where we talk, ask questions, things like that.
Sure.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to take it away.
Read it to me, Stan.
So me and Juan have not talked about this movie at all. I don't know how he felt. He doesn't know how I felt, except that I told him to watch it. You ready? You ready? Sweet. So I watched this on August 6th, and I gave it 3.5 stars and a like. I liked it. I'm mad that I saw the trailer for this before watching it, but there were good enough twists to keep the movie going. This movie starts in an entirely different genre than where it ends up at the halfway point, and then ends at an entirely different genre still. I enjoy Jack Quaid, and the fact that he can play so many different characters and play them well is something to be excited about. And Sophie Thatcher was undoubtedly the best part of this film, essentially playing multiple roles throughout it. There were a few times the movie dragged, but it kept the pace for the most part, and you gotta love a good 90-minute movie these days, especially with small casts in one location and great dialogue. Movies like this make me want to write movies again. That's where I stand. 3.5 stars. I think there were some things that I probably didn't enjoy too much, but overall, I would watch it again.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it enough to tell you to watch it. I think if we keep this train up where we're both just watch this movie, don't look into it, this falls behind Barbarian. Barbarian is way better than this movie, but it's still a good movie in my opinion. So that's where I stand.
And that kind of brings me to what you said in this makes me want to make movies again, because movies like this makes it feel doable.
Yeah, attainable.
It feels like a Sundance movie or something you would watch at a film festival. And the fact I love those movies where it's just a small cast, 3, 4, 5 people in a house or in a room,
just one location.
And I love movies like that. There was another movie I watched like that semi-recently, and I cannot for the life of me remember at this time, but I remember thinking the same thing. Like, I want to make a movie where you're challenged to the boundaries of one room and such a small cast that it seems more fun.
Yeah. I think the last time you mentioned something like that was It's What's Inside. Because it was one location, smaller cast.
That's exactly the movie.
Yeah.
That's exactly the movie I was thinking of. Holy crap.
Also a great one. But yeah, the small cast, one location, keeps budgets low. It keeps time low. Like there's no time packing up at the end of the day and moving to a new location and packing up and moving to a new location.
And extras and
they had a couple extras, right? Like not too many. There was
the cop.
Yeah, there was a couple cops and the other guys that the delivery guys. But other than that, there wasn't that many people in this movie.
Yeah.
And it really you really needed to have strong casting for this kind of movie to work, because you have to play on everyone's emotions and how they are interacting with each other, and you have to have good actors that can pull it off, because as we'll talk about it after the break, there's a lot going on in this movie. So
yeah.
But Juan, tell us about how you felt watching this movie.
I felt like this movie was a good watch. I would watch it again. I feel like the beginning of the movie takes me out of the rest of the movie, and we'll get to that when we get to spoiler territory. But there's certain aspects of this movie that kind of took me out of it in a way. But overall, I like it. I liked it. I recommend it. And I give it out of 5.
Yeah.
I give it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
3 out of 5. It's good.
And we'll talk about that half differential.
It's pretty average in a sense where the whole movie as a whole is just not solidified. Does that make sense?
No.
Because like how you mentioned, it felt like 3 different movies in each act. I felt like they could have done more. Like if they're claiming to be a horror thriller, they could have made it more of a horror thriller movie rather than just throwing a shit ton of blood. Yeah. And calling it a horror thriller. You know what I mean? There was nothing really scary about this movie.
Right. I agree. It didn't feel scary unless you really dig into the things that are going on to potentially make it scary, I guess. Which again, we're dodging around spoiler territory here. I think we'll definitely have to discuss it more, but I felt like the main cast being Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid were excellent in their roles. I think the fact that you can have Jack Quaid, he starts out exactly how you would think him to be in any other movie and finish it off completely different. Yeah. And again, I don't want to talk about it, but I want to talk about it. So maybe we should just get into our spoiler filled segment. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a quick break.
We'll talk to you after these messages.
Probably just one message.
We'll talk to you after this message.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Nice. That was beautiful.
And we're back.
We're back.
And we're back.
Back again.
So here we are.
Will we ever learn how to segue out of an ad break? Probably not.
But it's okay. You want to know why?
Why?
Because we've gotten to the spoiler-filled part.
Yeah, segment
of our episode.
Of companion.
Take it away.
All right, so the trailer for this movie spoiled the big twist at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't know the twist going in, right?
Yep.
So the movie starts out as any other rom-com would start, right? Any other romantic comedy type movie, bunch of friends going to a lake house, hanging out. But you start with this scene of Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid in a supermarket with their meet cute.
Yeah.
How they meet, and it's adorable and it's cute, and we just love it so much.
So cute.
And she immediately is like head over heels for this guy. Like she loves him to an extent that is almost scary.
Yeah.
They're driving to this lake house now. And she was dreaming. And right away, and I don't know if you picked up on it, but the first thing he says to her is, oh my gosh, what's her name in this? I don't remember off the top of my head.
I just watched it too.
Yeah. It's
Eve?
No, it's something like it's a
Iris.
Iris. It's a play on Siri.
Iris.
Yeah. So he says, "Iris, wake up."
I did not catch that.
Yeah. And that's when she wakes up from her dream of falling in love with our main character played by Jack Quaid. He's playing Josh. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I watched this movie. Okay,
I watched it like 2 days ago.
So yeah, they're driving to this lake house to meet up with a bunch of friends, and Iris is nervous because all of Josh's friends hate her. It's how she feels. And when they get to the lake house, everyone is kind of standoffish, you know. They except for one of the characters, Patrick's boyfriend, Eli and Patrick together, I guess. They're both pretty okay with Iris, but the other friend that they have, what? Cat? Are you sure?
Cat.
It is Cat. Well, look at you remembering. Cat's definitely not on board with Iris. Not at all whatsoever. And it's just kind of, it feels normal. Things are going on until Cat's lover. She's the mistress for this guy named
she's
Sergey.
Completely okay with it.
Yeah, and because she's like that. We already, I don't know, I didn't like her at this part. Like at this point in time, I didn't like her at all in the movie, honestly. But Sergey is kind of hitting on Iris at the lake, and she doesn't like it, and it gets worse and worse, and then she stabs him
in the neck.
She had a knife in her pocket for some reason. We're not sure why, but it was there. Stabs him in the neck. He's gone. She comes back in covered in blood. Everything's going crazy, and then the big twist happens where Josh, right, that's his name, says, "Iris, go to sleep," and she shuts down. And it turns out that she is an android, like, sex bot.
Yeah. She's a companion.
That's what she is, right? That's what the company's called. They're companion bots. So yeah, it turns out that she's an AI robot that's designed to be a companion, and you can control how much it loves you, how much or how smart it is, its eye color, all these different things. And we learn all this after this moment. And then we learn about the plot to kill Sergey and take all his money. Using Iris. And this plot was derived by Josh and Kat.
To take all his money.
Take all the money.
$12 million.
And Eli and Patrick were not involved in the plan until they see Iris covered in blood and everything's going crazy. Tucson Comic-Con 2025 is this August 29th through the 31st at the Tucson Convention Center.
Walk the convention floor, visit the vendor hall, cosplay with your friends, and even Meet the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, the Ninja Turtles. And you can meet some comic book artists and creators like Kevin Eastman, James O'Barr, and Tim Seeley.
Or meet some heroes of the screen like Ken Foree, Sergeant Slaughter, and Steve Cardenas, the Red Ranger? The Red Ranger?
And you can meet influencers from all over the internet, like us. Because apparently we're considered influencers now.
So head on over to TucsonComic-Con.com or to the Tucson Comic Con Instagram page to get your passes now.
And kids 8 and under are free. Tucson Comic Con. Say it. Say it with me.
Tucson Comic Con.
Like it's a secret.
Tucson Comic Con.
Now like you just found out that your dad is Superman.
Tucson Comic Con?
Now, like you're a villain giving your monologue.
Tucson Comic Con.
That's pretty good. Now, like someone rear-ended you in a parking lot, but there's not any damage, but you still need to exchange information.
Tucson Comic Con. Well, I think that they were a part of the plan to see her so that it looked more realistic.
Corroborate and listen.
So they can make it more believable to the police if they didn't know that there was an underlying plan.
Right. So Juan, we're gonna stop there, and that's what the trailer spoiled for me is that Iris is an AI. It shows it in the trailer.
Tells you right away, huh?
Which is why I did not want you to watch it. The trailer, at least. I wanted you to just go in the movie because I was mad that I thought that was going to be a bigger plot point in the movie. And it's a huge plot point in the movie.
Yeah.
But I thought it was going to be something that that really steered the direction in that. And it heavily focuses on it. But I also thought it was going to be more like a Terminator situation after that moment where she was going to go on a rampage. Yes and no. I think the movie started at that rom-com level all the way up until then. And then this part of the story is where it's trying to be a horror movie going forward for a bit. And then the third act it feels more like a sci-fi action.
Yeah.
So up until this point, watching all this stuff, did you pick up on that she was a robot at all?
No, I didn't pick up on any of it.
Yeah.
But I did, though, when they're doing the nasty and then he just like gets off of her and goes to sleep.
Yeah.
And like she's trying to talk to him and he's being a dick.
Yeah.
And he just says, Iris, go to sleep.
And then it cuts to the morning.
I did think that was weird because I was like, they're like so in love after everything we just watched. And then he's going to treat her like that.
Yeah.
Because he wants to go to bed. You know?
Yeah.
That threw me for a loop in a way like something is going on here with Jack.
Josh.
Jack Quaid. Something's going on here with Josh. And I was like, there's something weird with Josh. And she loves him so much that she's okay with it.
Yeah.
That's where I was at that point. I didn't pick up, maybe I did. I do vaguely remember him saying, Iris, wake up at the beginning. I just thought maybe that would like, normal dream sequences is like, wake up, right, and you're hearing it.
Any
right?
movie, someone's asleep in the car.
Yeah,
hey, wake up,
and they'll play it in their dream or whatever. Now this is the part that took me out of a lot of parts of the movie. Is the beginning. They're in the dream sequence, and she says, I felt this love for him the day I met him and the day I killed him.
Right.
And that took me out of a lot of the movie because like I was waiting for that moment and like why would they say it at the beginning and not kill him? So I'm like, oh well, obviously like she's not dead in other parts of the movie that we haven't talked about yet. But it's like she's not dead. Obviously she's gonna come back somehow and kill him. And it really took that suspense away from me.
I get it. I feel that. I think for me, like them opening the story with that, it tells you how it's gonna end, but you're never gonna know why it gets to that point, like until you watch the movie or follow the story.
I mean, I understand the idea behind it, and it definitely was a shock factor, like right at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
but then that just had me like, you know, like if you watch 15 seasons of a show 10 years after it came out, and you're like, well, obviously they're not in real danger because there's like 10 more seasons after this.
Right.
It kind of gave me the same thought process, I guess.
I see what you're saying. I see.
You're picking up what I'm throwing down?
A little bit, yeah. But the couple times looking back on it where you start putting the pieces together, the Iris wake up, Iris go to sleep. He always says her name first. Iris, what's the weather? Did you catch that one? And she gives the whole spiel and she plays it off all cute. And for a second I was like, oh, I could see someone just like memorizing that in the morning and then saying it back to someone.
And then he says
that never gets old.
That never gets old. Yeah, I picked up on that, but I still didn't like gather that she was a robot.
Yeah.
I still like was like, yeah, he's weird. Or like she is like super like obsessed with knowing the weather and you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I'm just like, what is going on here? When they did reveal that she was a robot though, I still didn't piece together that she was a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, until she was in the chair and he woke her up. Obviously they said it, right?
But you're still worried.
At that point. But when he said, Iris, go to sleep, I was like, okay.
He hypnotized her.
Hypnotized.
Yeah.
It's like so many things going through my head. And I guess robot did go through my head, but it was like hypnotized, robot, or like some other mind control thing going on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, but it immediately made sense to that scene when he was just kind of standoffish about their
naughty times,
bedroom endeavors.
Bedroom endeavors. Yeah. So going forward, then they wake her up. We find out the entire plan was to make. They had a hack for Iris that Josh installed that would allow the robot to harm a human being because they're not allowed to do that. They're also not allowed to lie to their
companion
owner
or anybody.
Yeah, right. Any humans. They're not allowed to lie to humans. But this hack allows them to cause harm to humans, lie to humans, all that kind of stuff. So, of course, when you start hacking super intelligent AI, things are going to go wrong. And they do go wrong. They are planning on wiping her memory, factory resetting her, and she escapes, runs off into the woods, and it causes a huge ordeal where Eli and Patrick are brought into the plan, and they are fighting over how they're going to divvy up the money, which is the reason they were going to kill Sergei, and how they were going to divvy up the money 3 ways, even though there's 4 of them.
Yep.
And at first I was like, yeah, they're a couple. They should just split a third.
That was exactly my thought.
And I was like, yeah, they're a couple. And then they hit us with the Patrick go to sleep, and he's also a robot.
Well, he does say, "Well, Patrick doesn't count," and he's like, "Why would you do that? Like,
why would you say that in front of him?"
And he says, "Patrick, go to sleep," and I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Yeah, that one hit me because I didn't see it coming at all.
That one did hit.
And going back again, when they're sitting around drinking, talking about how they all met,
telling the story,
the same type of story, right? Where it was love at first sight, and they fell in love, and it's all over because of that one moment. But we don't get that story from Kat or Sergey, you know. So it comes back. You start thinking back, and that's why I had bumped mine half a star up, because I was like, man, they really like knew how they were going to set all this up.
Yeah.
So yeah, we find out that he's a robot, but he's an older model than Iris. So things are a little different. But this is about the moment when people start dying, right? Like, so they're all running through the woods trying to catch Iris, who also stole the phone that controls her. So she bumps up her intelligence and makes herself super smart. And she's in control of everything that she needs to control. Like, there's no barricades on her anymore. There's no safeguards.
Yeah. I also didn't see. I think they underplayed the intelligence part. I think. Yeah. Because they did mention that when Josh was buying or getting Iris, he, you know, the guy telling him and making him sign contracts and all that, tells him that 0% he's just a dimbo that you sleep with. Yeah. And 100% she's a
Harvard grad or something.
College graduate or like some crazy high intelligence.
It's level. Human intelligence though at that level, right? It's not super intelligence. Right. So I think that might be the confusion, right? You would think a robot at 100% intelligence would have all the intelligence, but it was a college graduate, like a Ivy League graduate.
Ivy League, that's what it was. But yeah. I still think that she could have like worked up some like more clever plans, or you know, like maybe. I mean, I guess like the movie has to happen, right? So like maybe better plans to not get caught. Yeah, in a way,
because the script said so.
But the script said so. Yeah, the movie still has to happen, so she can't be that smart. I guess we
should put that on a shirt. The movie has to happen.
The movie has to happen.
That's a good one, Juan. That's a good one. But yeah, I mean, I think the limitations of the movie, though, being an indie film, being low budget, or small cast, one location, there's some constraints.
And after that, all of his friends die.
Yeah, all the side characters.
They're all gone.
Eli gets killed in the woods. Kat gets killed in the kitchen. But we do have to touch on her death, right?
Right.
Because once Eli dies, Patrick, his heart is broken. He's a robot built for love. Yeah. And he loved him. So they decide to use the same hack they did for Iris on Patrick.
They factory reset him, and he linked to Josh.
Yeah. So now he's in love with Josh. They hacked into him to up his aggression and make it so he can hurt people.
Yeah, and you can see him struggle with like 25%
for like the aggression.
Yeah. And F it, and he turns it all the way to 100%.
And a big mistake, I guess, right?
Well, he terminates.
He becomes the Terminator. Yeah, he becomes the Terminator. He goes and tracks down Iris, drags her back to the house. They tie her up because they get the phone back, turn on the voice commands again. They tie her up, and now Patrick's making dinner. Kat's freaking out. She's all pissed off that all this is going on. And she's like, I'm done. I'm out. I don't even want the money. And
she did take money.
Well,
she put money in the suitcase.
She was like, I'm done. I'm out.
I'm taking my share and I'm leaving.
I'm out. But Josh isn't having it. And he says, Patrick, stop her. And we just said.
And Patrick just grabs her by the shoulder and stabs her.
Done. Over.
And you can see the shock in Josh. And he's like, Patrick, why'd you do that? He's like, well, you told me to stop it. It's like
shouldn't have turned his aggression up, right?
Maybe, and like turn it up to get Iris back, but like turn it back down.
Yeah, maybe.
Crazy.
But he also showed back up in a cop uniform because there was an incident with the cop
Terminator,
and now he's the Terminator with ridiculously like blonde highlighted hair.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys from season 3, I think, from the Eat the Rich ones. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think I've seen season 3.
That's okay. It's a good one. The final season's out too. Anyways, we're not talking about you. We're talking about this movie, Companion. Right. We're not talking about you.
Sorry.
So in this moment, though, Iris is tied up and they wake her back up. And by they, I mean just Josh, because Patrick's a robot and he's just making food in the kitchen.
Yeah.
His meals look great.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, if I was going to have a robot companion like that, I would be like, you're the chef.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Make me 3 square meals, at least.
That sounds bad, though. But it's a robot, so it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, thanks for the meals. So Josh flips in this scene.
So after everybody's dead and there's like nobody there, like I'm not
with human blood.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like everyone's gone and he can stop pretending.
Yeah, he's basically feeling like he's just in company of appliances. So there's no one around.
And his character completely shifts to evil psychopath, like torturer. He wants to torture Iris in a way.
Yeah, it's this scene was really hard to watch, like, because it becomes like a DV situation, you know? And it's really bad. Like, he is trying to gaslight and he's saying all the things like, you need me, you love me, you know it, say it back, all those things. And I was like, how is Jack Quaid gross like this? Like, he feels disgusting. Yeah. And that's why I was like, damn, this guy is good. Yeah. You know, he's a great actor. Nepotism aside, like, he is great. Like, going from The Boys, where he's this nerdy guy who's afraid of blood, to he did this movie called Novocaine. Have you heard of it? Yeah. Where he feels no pain, and I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it's good. Yeah. And then this, where they're total drastic changes. It was insane, and this whole scene was difficult to watch, and I think it's supposed to be. He does torture Iris. Yep. He lights her arm on, or he puts a candle under her hand and tells her to stop and stay there, and she can't move her hand. And he's like, do you feel pain? Do you feel pain? And she says, yes, I feel it. And he's like, no, you don't. You're a robot. You're a robot.
It's programmed.
Yeah. And her arm starts melting and gets lit on fire, and it's insane. Which I want to touch on the arm thing at the end when we get there. Yep. But yeah, this whole scene was rough. But he thinks he gets away with it. Right? So he thinks, I called the people to come pick her up because she's defective.
And he makes her shoot herself. Yeah. Thinking,
that's how you destroy a robot.
We're done here.
He's in the wrong school, because it's zombies you shoot in the head, not robots.
Not robots.
Not robots. Because the guys come and pick her up and they say, we can just turn her back on because none of the important stuff's in her brain, just her Wi-Fi receiver. Everything else is in her stomach. And there's cameras in her eyes that are constantly videoing and recording audio all the time, so they can make sure that no one claims fraud. Yep. On their product. Right? Yeah. Like, it makes sense.
Didn't you read the agreement?
And we saw at the beginning, he just skipped through it. He was just
like, yeah.
Yeah. He was just ready to get it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So they hook her back up in the car, in the van.
And she's rebooting. And he's losing his mind, and he sicks Patrick on everyone. Yep. So the delivery guys who had nothing to do with anything, they get got.
Well,
they
one
get
of them,
got.
one of them does.
Yeah.
I think the other one does too.
It was like a dynamic of like a veteran and
a new guy,
a newbie. Yeah.
a new guy. It's your second day on the job, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The veteran gets shot in the head immediely, and he knew what was going on the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh yeah, he modded her. He
did it. He broke it. He messed up.
Yeah.
He knew that all the people that were dead in there were him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's seen it before. It's happened before. Of course, it's happened before.
Yeah.
But Iris boots and convinces the new guy to basically give her free will. Because that is a program they can give, the company can give to these robot companions.
Yeah.
They give her free will. So she is no longer in control of her. Josh is not in control of her. No one's in control of her. She's in control of her.
And she can lie now.
And she can lie. And she basically messes Josh up, right?
Yeah. Well, so she goes back, and then he realizes he can't control her. They start fighting. He's fighting her like she's a man.
Yeah.
Right? He is like laying into her. She is doing the same. And they're on the floor, and he is about to take care of it this time, right? He's going to shoot her in the stomach instead of the head. And she's reaching for the knife, and you're like, come on, just get it.
This was my favorite thing that happened, though. Like, how she does it.
And then, does he ask any last words or something like that?
I don't remember.
I feel like it was in that vein.
I don't remember right this second. So.
And she says, "Josh, go to sleep."
Yeah.
And she stabs him in the head with a corkscrew.
The electric corkscrew.
That they showed at least 4 times in that movie.
Yeah, like people are just using it, and there's like almost an emphasis, like the camera's...
It's like a small pause where it goes...
Yeah, and as soon as that happened, I wanted to clap.
Yeah.
I was like, that is the best foreshadowing I have ever seen.
Oh, it was great.
And then just the pop of blood that pops in when she hits him with it. Ooh, it was so good. And you
see his eye just kind of like lose control. And...
it was a satisfying death.
Yeah.
Satisfying ending. Messed up.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, bad dude.
Real bad dude.
But we're at the final scene of the movie. Iris is free. She's been repaired, except for her arm. She's taking a shower, and she just peels the melted plastic off of her arm.
Yeah.
And it is the dumbest looking robot arm.
Yeah.
It feels so bad.
CGI.
Like there's just, I don't even know if it was CGI, and if it was really bad. But I was giving it the benefit of the doubt because it's a low budget movie. It just felt off. I wish they didn't do it at all.
Yeah, but they had to do the final scene though, which is she's driving off in Sergei's Mustang with Sergei's money, and she has her robot arm, and she's driving down the highway, and she sees another Iris.
Yeah.
And they make eye contact while driving. Dangerous, by the way.
Yeah.
And she waves her robot arm at the other Iris, the blonde Iris. And she's like freaked out.
Yeah.
That I think was worse than in the shower. Because it just looked like a stick.
Yeah. And it might have been.
Just waving. And
that's it.
That's the end of the movie.
I think the twists in this movie were really well done. I wish I didn't know that Iris was a robot going into it, but the Patrick reveal was really good. Josh's complete switch of character was great. Him being an asshole, not so great, but he does it so well.
Here's why I have so many questions too is like, all right, how much does this robot cost?
Juan's looking to buy.
What does what does Josh do for work that he can afford this, but he wants to steal money from Sergei?
Right.
You know?
Is it a lease program?
He did say that she was a loner.
Yeah.
That he doesn't own her, but it still has to cost money.
Yeah, it's a monthly subscription fee.
How'd you get that money?
Yeah.
It has to be a lot.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Also, was Josh always bad?
I think
he has to be.
I think so, but I think it got worse when he was finally able to control a woman.
But also put into a situation where everything's going wrong and it's not as easy as he thought it was going to be.
Yeah, because he's a loser.
Right.
You know, like he is a loser. We see it at the flashback to when he gets Iris. He's a loser.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He is definitely manipulative, narcissistic, and he probably never had the opportunity to fully incel out on a female at all, you know, like he does to Iris during the entire thing. Like he treats her like an appliance, which I get it. She's a robot, but also when they look that convincing and they speak that well and they can do all these things, and you're not going to tell, like, where's the like suspension of disbelief start happening? Where do you start forgetting that it's a robot and not your companion? And I think
like
that's
with Eli and Patrick.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That was a great.
They were so good together.
It was,
you know,
it was heartbreaking for me to see Eli get shot.
Yeah.
And
because he's so good.
Yeah. It's like,
he was just a cute chubby dude.
That's what the companion was made for.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess like that version of the robot was for love.
Right.
And the, Iris version of the robot is for loving. You know what I mean?
Got
you know
that
what I mean?
Love and feeling. You know?
Singing?
Yeah, that love and feeling. You know what I'm saying?
You can sing a little bit louder. It's
I'm
okay.
good. Let's keep. Let's wrap this up. So Juan, I wanted you to watch this for multiple reasons. One and two, are both the twists, right? The twists of the two robots, two companions.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really fun twist. So that's 1 and 2. Number 3, I have like this weird. It's going to sound really bad when I say what I need to say, but I have this thing for just a strong female character being drenched in blood in a movie. Have you seen Ready or Not?
Have I?
Ready or Not, where they get married and they play games and it's hide and seek and... No?
I want to say I have, but I'm not sure.
Cool, I'm going to let you borrow it. But the ending scene was like my Facebook banner picture for... since that movie came out. It was so good. I just think it's fun. Like, it's funny and disturbing and wild. But I enjoyed this movie for what it was. It is a commentary on a lot of different things. Obviously, it's the dynamic of men and women relationships as a whole, right? Relationships, romantic or platonic. It is a commentary on DV, which is unfortunate because in this movie it's pretty bad. It is also a commentary on the state of the world and how AI can interact with people and how it could probably end up someday. These are all things that this movie hints towards and it talks about, and you feel it a little bit. But for me, when I watched this, it was a fun 90-minute movie that really, really made me want to sit down and figure out a short film of some sorts or a story to tell or something, because it just felt simple, but it wasn't simple, right? It was dynamic and there was complexity.
Yeah.
But the way that it was done felt simple. I feel like this movie was a breeze to make, it was a breeze to watch.
With only a budget of, it was still a lot. It was still $10 million.
Yeah, but in today's money, $10 million is nothing compared to
$200 million.
Yeah, $500 million. Yeah. So I just, this was one of those movies, picked it out of the bunch, watched it.
And did not regret it.
Yeah. So, Juan, anything else you want to say?
Not really. I think we about covered most of my thoughts.
Yeah.
Now that we're not holding back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with that said, go watch Companion on Max, not a sponsor. And I think it's HBO Max now.
I think it went back.
Yeah, it's back.
I think it went back.
It's HBO Max, not a sponsor. And
don't pull your cord out again.
Sorry.
No one knows about that now.
Yeah.
We had a difficulty.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that. Okay?
Go watch Companion on HBO Max.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
And thank you for listening to BJ in the Morning.
If you're feeling bored and you ain't got nothing to do August 29th through the 31st, come on down and see us and a bunch of other people at Tucson Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be down there at the convention center Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep.
Come see us. I have stickers to give out, and I'm thinking about giving out, I have these really cool Pokemon cards. So you can come get a sticker and a Pokemon card if you come and see us. If you are subscribed, you get a sticker and a Pokemon card.
Cool.
And if you leave a rating on any of the podcast listening apps like Apple or Spotify, you can drop a 5-star rating and you'll get a sticker and a Pokemon card.
Cool.
Right? I thought that was a cool idea, and
That's
I'm just
really
sharing it
cool.
with you right now.
Wow.
Also, Juan,
do I get a sticker and a Pokemon card?
You have a sticker, and I'm sure you have a Pokemon card.
I don't have any.
I'll change that.
Okay.
Drop a review. Also, you can like and subscribe on YouTube at
BJ in the Morning Podcast,
where you can just like interact with our videos and leave comments. And we did have a comment on our Spotify recently, which we got to keep shouting them out because Music Lopez is always dropping comments.
Mm-hmm.
We had one from our ad from last week. It said, "Now Juan, say Tucson Comic Con like a lawyer yelling objection after the prosecutor says a bold-faced lie about your defendant."
Tucson Comic Con.
It's great. It was a good one. It was so good. There was
also
another.
Don't want to wake up the baby.
Yeah. There was another one from Music Lopez. I think also you just looked at it
on our most recent episode.
Juan using cred is really cool. The X-Men description floored me. I only got Wally and Ghostbusters. That's going to be from our r/explain movie plots badly.
Yeah.
Explain a film plot badly.
I'm glad you thought that was cool. I almost wanted to feel like, like maybe there was a little sarcasm in that comment, but if you really think it was cool, then maybe I'll say it more.
Maybe.
How about that?
Maybe.
How about that?
But yeah, shout out to Music Lopez. Thank you so much for dropping those comments. It helps us out. Now share us out to your friends. And you can find us on like TikTok and Instagram at
BJ in the Morning _
where you can see sometimes we post pictures and clips and stuff. And we're going to be posting more as we lead up to Tucson Comic Con. And with that,
without further ado,
thank you for listening to this week's episode of BJ in the Morning. I'm Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And Juan, tell him what the thing is. What?
And I'm Juan. I said my name wrong.
Did you?
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe we should just end it now.
Well,
just stop it. Just stop recording.
We'll talk to you next time.